Sir Donald George Bradman, also known by his nickname, the Don, was an Australian international cricketer widely conceded as the greatest batsman of all time. Bradman's career Test batting average of 99.94 has been commended as the greatest accomplishment by a sportsman in any major sport. Donald George Bradman was the youngest son of George and Emily Bradman and was born on 27 August 1908 at Cootamundra, New South Wales. Bradman was of English inheritance on both sides of his family tree. His grandfather Charles Andrew Bradman went away from Wethersfield, England for Australia. Bradman practiced batting ceaselessly during his adolescence. He formulated his own solitary cricket game using a cricket stump for a bat and a golf ball. A water tank put on top on a bent brick stand stood on a paved region behind the family house. When smacked into the curved brick facing off the stand, the ball returned back at high speed and differing angles, and Bradman would attempt to hit it again. This form of practice enhanced his timing and reactions to a great level. The tale that the juvenile Bradman practiced alone with a cricket stump and a golf ball is a part of Australian folklore. In more formal form of cricket, he hit his first century at the age of 12 with an unbeaten 115, playing for Bowral Public School against Medagung High School. Then came the phase of being a bush cricketer. During the 1920-21 season, Bradman performed as scorer for the local Bowral team, played under the captaincy of his uncle, George Wapman. In October 1920, he filled in the team when the team was lacking one man and scored 37 not out and 29 not out on his debut. Throughout the season, Bradman's dad took him to the Sydney Cricket Ground (SCG) to spectate the 5th Ashes Test match. On that day, Bradman established an ambition and said, I quote, "I shall never be satisfied," as he spoke to his father, "until I play on this ground," said Bradman. Bradman quit school in 1922 and joined to work for a local real estate agent who fueled his sporting pursuits by allowing him to take time off whenever it was essential. He quit cricket to play tennis for 2 years. However, he continued playing cricket again in 1925 and 26. Bradman became a consistent selection for the Bowral team. Numerous high-quality performances earned him the buzz of the Sydney Daily Press. Competing on matting over concrete pitches, Bowral played other rural towns in Barina district competition events against Wingello, a team that consisted the future Test bowler Bill O'Reilly. Bradman scored 234 in the finals of the competition against Moss Vale, which stretched over 5 successive Saturdays. Bradman made 320 not out. During the Australian winter in 1926, an aging Australian team got defeated at the Ashes in England, and several Test players called it a day. The New South Wales Cricket Association began a search for a new talented player. Thoughtful of Bradman's humongous scores for Bowral, the association wrote to him, requesting him to attend the practice session in Sydney. He was successively selected for the Country Week tournaments at both cricket and tennis to be organized during different weeks. His boss offered him with an ultimatum. He could have only 1 week to get away from work, and therefore had to select between the two sports. He selected cricket. Bradman's display during Country Week resulted in an invitation to play grade cricket in Sydney for St. George in the 1926-27 season. He made 110 on his debut, scoring his first century on a turf pitch. On 1 January 1927, he came out for the New South Wales second team for the rest of the season. Bradman commuted 130 km from Bowral to Sydney every Saturday to perform for St George. He then played first-class cricket for New South Wales team at the Adelaide Oval at the age of 19, and the rest, as you say, is history. He amassed 6,996 runs in his career span of 52 test matches with a top score of 334 runs.